7 captains announced today. To hear your name among them, what's the emotion of that?
It's just an honor that I never take for granted. Something I always appreciate. Just to be able to vote it as a leader by my teammates. I think it just means a lot. But it's something I take personally, something I'll continue to try to earn every day. And I'm just like I said, I'm just thankful for that acknowledgement. But just looking forward to standing the test of what that honor means.
4 of the 7 come from the defensive side of the ball. I know we talk about how young collectively the roster is, but there's a lot of veteran experience on this defense. I asked Shane this earlier. What tone will this defense set for this season?
We set the pace. We understand what that means, and whether that's in practice or definitely in the games. Just understanding, look, we got a young quarterback. He's going to need us. He's going to need to lean on us, and I think that's a challenge that we're looking forward to stand up to.
A lot of you guys are multi-time captains. Ryan Kelly, a first-time captain. How happy were you to see that for the guy who is the longest tenured Colt?
For sure. I mean, I just understand, sometimes, for a lot of guys in here, they're leaders on the field, in the locker room. That's super understood. But I know it means a lot to get that C on your chest. So happy for Ryan to finally be able to get that C. I know it means a lot, but he's always been a guy that I followed even as a young guy in his locker room. But I'm glad he got that acknowledgement.
It's never expected that a rookie quarterback is named a captain. What has Anthony Richardson done to earn that acknowledgement from this locker room?
I just think it's just how he's approached his work. How he's been serious about it, how he's been, he's never, no moment has been too big for him. And, I think he's just ready to accept that challenge. Honestly, I feel like when you're the QB1, that's a leadership role in and of itself. But, I think it just, speaks to who he is, as a teammate and as a young man. That he could be, so humble, but yet so confident that people will still want to follow him.
It's still kind of unusual that you get almost this buffer weekend between the preseason and the start of the regular season. With having a little bit of time before you hit the ground running going into game week, what do you try to do over the course of these next few days?
Man, for me, it's the rest before the war. Knowing that it's a 17-week season, 18-week season, it's a marathon. So for me, try to do my best to separate myself, just kind of take that breath of fresh air, just breathe, because I know once we underwater, we under, and ain't no break from that. So for me, just trying to get that rest, relaxation, spend some time with my family, and just take advantage of that time while I can.
I know late last season, a lot of guys were ending the season banged up for different things. Kenny was battling through things. Obviously, Shaq was out at that point. To have basically this defense, for the most part, entirely healthy to start the year, how significant is that for you guys to go into week 1 at home against a divisional opponent?
Oh, it's major. Like you said, a lot of veteran players on that team, bro, on that defense, and I think we're gelling at the right time. I think we're feeling it. Right time, the chemistry is there, it's peaking. And I think it's just for us, it's just locking in on them details, locking on every play, taking advantage of all opportunities and understanding that no mistake's too small. But like you mentioned, with D. Leonard back, K-Mo, and obviously those guys up front leading the way, I think it's going to be a special year.
Last thing, what's coming up next on the podcast?
We definitely gotta shoot something before the season. I think we got a new episode coming out Friday though, so check that out. EJ actually got one of the funniest clips on there too, so that'll probably come out today though. So yeah, shout out to the trenches for sure.